Bike blogger here. Topic of the day: the ideal bike commute. What features make up the ideal bike commute? Let me know. Is it elevation? Do you like to go up and down a whole bunch of hills? Do you like to go around where there's noisy areas, like right here, right in the middle of the road? Do you like quiet trails? Do you like going over bridges, through tunnels? What do you like? What's the ideal bike commute? There's a dog there. It's not on a leash. It looked like the owner was there with the dog. Fortunately, it's very cold. I'm not at all. I just realized I'm riding here and I'm freezing my butt off. You start your ride and you're a little warm for a little while, and then you get cold, then you get warm again, then you get cold. It kind of goes back and forth, especially when you're stopping and waiting for stuff. Start getting cold. Of course, the wind provides most of the cold this time of year. It's not winter yet, though. Winter doesn't officially begin until December 21, I think. Oh man, yeah, I'm still dealing with a shin splint or something. My leg hurts, but I can ride a bike without any trouble, really. It's just jumping and stomping and running on it. It's kind of a pain, kind of painful. Whew. Make a right here. Go around this way. Whew. So yeah, the ideal bike commute, to me, I like a mixture of all sorts of things. I like some noisy areas. I like some quiet sections like here, a little scenic, a little bit of foliage. Obviously a fan of the summertime, not so much the winter time. Unless it's snowy outside, that can be pretty dangerous though on a bike. But if they plow the roads real well around where you live, it may not be a problem. It's the ice you gotta watch out for. The black ice. The ice you don't see until you fall. So I've fallen on black ice before. It's no fun. Whew. You gotta be very careful when you're going across bridges, because the bridge is elevated, gets a lot more wind. It's not sheltered from trees and stuff, and they don't really salt bridges any different than roads. I don't think they do, at least not around here. So yeah, the first thing that freeze over would be bridges. So you gotta be careful riding your bike on a bridge in the wintertime. Just be aware of that, especially if there's been any sort of precipitation. Chances are it's turned into ice. In the first place, that's gonna get real slippery will be the bridges. So I sometimes have to cross bridges, but usually I can find a way around, or I go under a bridge. Now, going under a bridge like a tunnel, generally there's nothing you gotta worry about there. It's just if the tunnel light, the lights in the tunnel are out or something, then obviously you should have good bike lights, because the sun goes down real quick in the wintertime. Around where I live, I get about 12 hours of daylight this time of year, whereas just four or so months ago, a little over 100 days ago, I had like 15 hours of daylight. So yeah, using my bike lights a lot more this time of year than other times of the year. Whew. Got some stuff sitting out in that yard over there. It looks like Minnie and Mickey Mouse, Disney characters. I saw one display of Christmas stuff. It was a not only inflatable like the last video. I think we went past like a big inflatable snowman, but it was like stuff was moving, like it had motors and things. It's pretty interesting. Whew. Yeah, see, now I'm feeling a little warm again. It's like, it feels crisp. It doesn't feel frigid, you know, freezing cold. Just kind of crispy outside. A little crispy cold. Kris Kringle. Okay, so looks like it's, I don't know if it's leaf pickup day or what the deal is, but there are a bunch of leaves. They just decided to blow into the street here, so we'll have to take the lane. Whew. That's the negative. That's the unfortunate thing with a bike lane, since it's usually the shoulder. It gets all the debris of everything thrown into it. So I know there's talk about trying to shrink some of the big. The problem with a lot of these big roads, big straight, you know, wide straight away roads, people tend to travel very fast on them, and they're pretty dangerous for pretty much anyone who's not a vehicle, big motor vehicle. Even motor vehicles, you know, it'd be dangerous for them too, I guess, but primarily, you know, pedestrians, cyclists on these roads that just kind of, you know, it may not fully be their fault as long as they're not drunk or something, but people don't realize that, you know, even though the road is really wide and it's really straight, there's no blind spots, you can see the horizon. Doesn't mean it's okay to drive, you know, 50, 60 miles per hour in a 35, 40 mile per hour road. But some people just kind of don't realize how fast they're going, I guess. And then, you know, one guy goes fast, another guy goes fast, now all of a sudden everybody's going fast and they're all kind of following with each other. And it's just kind of like, this is what we do now. And it's not safe. Let's make a left. So one fix to that is just make the roads skinnier, or make them not feel as much like they're highways. If they didn't feel like they were such big, busy roads, you know, big, wide open roads, people wouldn't speed through them as fast. At least that's the theory, you know. Because they tried something like that, similar to, you know, doing a road diet on that River des Peres area. I think it's called Wabash, and somewhere down in South City here. I'm not in the city, I'm in the county right now, but up the hill, BikeBlogger. But they made the road narrower, and I think it was actually 2 lane, and they changed it to 1 lane, and not only 1 lane, but 1 lane without a shoulder, which I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, problem is, if you don't have a shoulder, your car breaks down. What are you gonna do? You know, you're just gonna back up traffic, basically. So, yeah, I don't know about that, but definitely make the roads narrower, or like a 1 lane road with a shoulder, or maybe the shoulder is a bike lane, or even better, a protected bike lane, but maybe a bike lane that, you know, you can kind of move the barriers out of the way or something. I don't know. Although then it wouldn't really be protected, I guess, right? Yeah, that's the problem. You can't really use a bike lane as a shoulder combo unless, unless it's not a fully protected bike lane, I guess, because if you could just simply move cones out of the way, that wouldn't really be protected, would it? That guy's got a skateboard? What is that? Yeah, he's got a skateboard. So what do you call those things? Skateboards, right? Because I've seen some motorized skateboards before. They were kind of popular about 10 years ago or whatever. They're long boards. They're like really long boards you stood on. But then there's a way you could control it with like a remote control or something. Anyway, what was the topic of today? I can't remember. The ideal bike commute, yeah. So what's your ideal bike commute? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, what do you look for? What would be your ideal bike commute? Do you like, are you like me? You like a little bit of a mix of stuff? You do like to see a little traffic, you know? I mean, I think maybe it depends on the person, or maybe it depends on the day, right? Some days you just don't want to deal with traffic. Other days you may want to, you know? You don't want to feel like you're completely alone, like there's nobody around. So right now I see all these cars parked everywhere, but nobody's on the roads. It's kind of quiet right now. So anyway, that's what I got for you this week. We'll see you next week. I think I fixed the video. I know the camera was really shaky last time I did the chest cam, shoulder cam here. So I fixed it. Really what I gotta do is I gotta turn on the image stabilization, and oh, that light went red, so we're just gonna circle back, I guess. And yeah, it's just a little annoying that I have to mess around with that stuff, but hey, you know, this is the stuff I do in the background. You don't get to see me work on it all the time, but it is sort of a time waster, trying to get the image to look perfect, because I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the Bike Blogger channel. Actually want to go to the left here. No, nobody coming. There we go. There we go. Woo! Ride a bike! Ride a bike! Ride a bike!